Halo, cześć, siemaneczko ludziska, z tej strony TheVitoRia, a to jest Dziedzictwo Hogwartu, odcinek 26. Serdecznie zapraszam do oglądania. Chyba czeka nas trzecia próba. Sprawdźmy.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Okej, musimy dostać się do pokoju dyrektora. Oczywiście, spróbujemy się tam dostać. Jakiś list przyszedł, dobra, no nieważne. Aha, no ale co, nie pojawi się teraz, jak się tam dostać. Ale spróbujemy, nie wiem, wieża zegarowa to chyba nie. Bardziej chyba wielkie schody. Zaraz powinniśmy zresztą dostać jakiś list czy coś, jak się mamy tam dostać. Ale ja sobie spróbuję sama tam pobiec.
What to do?
Czy ja jeszcze muszę z profesorem Fikiem rozmawiać? Ważnie? O, myślałam, że już mogę się udać do No dobra, niech on będzie. Już się tam. No dobra.
Now here's Professor Fig. The keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone
Tam jest
gargoyle. The headmaster's
posążek.
house elf
Tak,
will know it.
I don't
zdecydowanie.
know the
Trzeba go
headmaster's
podnieść.
house elf. Will
Jak
he even
najszybciej.
speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
O, eliksir
Doesn't
wielosokowy.
polyjuice
Jak
potion
to będzie
require a
ciekawe.
bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew.
It does?
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
O ja.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Okej, zamieniliśmy się w profesora Blacka, w dyrektora Blacka. Fajnie wygląda. Zdecydowanie fajnie. Czy mogę podnieść? Nie, nie mogę podnieść, nie? To jest rano. Dobra, kiedy indziej sobie podniesiemy.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Dobra,
Stand
dobra.
proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Oj,
What could the headmaster want?
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None.
Headmaster? Here, what could he want?
Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
dobre, dobre.
What did
było
we do to
dobre.
deserve him as a head?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Gdzie mam biec dalej? Jest. No, zniknęło mi. Widzieliście to? Co jest? Wiem tylko, że w wielkiej sali, ale... No dobra. O, naprawiło się. No i dobra, to nawet jej pomogło. Jestem
If you
ciekawa
must
tej
speak
rozmowy z
with me,
naszym
consult
skrzatem.
my
Professor, I need to speak to you.
O,
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
ja pierdzielę, dobra. Kolejna nieplanowana rozmowa.
Job. Leeway for...
O.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job Scrope is doing.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Boże święty.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Dobra, kochani, idziemy dalej. Próbuję się ukryć.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Ale tu ładnie. O, ja pierdykam. Dobra, a pojawi się zadanie, gdzie my mamy iść tak w ogóle? Może tym razem na te wielkie schody. O! No tak. Tepnijmy się może? Może? O, no nie możemy aż tak. To chociaż... wielkie schody. Dobra.
Fringo. Accio.
Jest tak wysoko.
Revelio.
A, tu. Ej, jak będziecie słyszeć jakieś dziwne odgłosy w tle, to znaczy, że to mój piesek, bo właśnie poszedł pić wodę i w sumie nie wiem, czy tego nie słychać przypadkiem.
The
O,
gargoyle.
jesteśmy.
That's where I need to speak the password. Revelio. Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Lecimy. Okej, wciągnęło nas do książki. To oto nasza trzecia próba. Ona chyba będzie jakaś taka inna. No bo poprzednich wchodziliśmy po prostu do jakichś ruin zamków i walczyliśmy z rycerzami. No a tu nas wciągnęła książka jak... O! Co to za styl fajny.
Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
Jak naszkicowane wszystko. Fajne.
In this place,
Kozak.
you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
Wow, ale to jest
You must move swiftly and
kurde
cautiously.
ciekawe.
Use the
Coś
tools
znajdziemy
you
ukrytego.
encounter to find me.
Genialne.
The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Boże, dupę jasne. Co to, wafla? Ale nie mogę się z nimi bić. Aha, czyli mam po prostu przechodzić niezauważona. A mogę sobie wejść tu na przykład? Nie. No dobra. Powolutku do przodu. Na pewno są to jakieś checkpointy, jakby coś nas zauważyło.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right.
Dobrze wymierzyć. Tak. No jestem za blisko. No to, żem wymierzyła. Dobra, udało się. Udało się.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Tylko się obróć, nie? Czy nie? Nie. A, możemy biegać. Dobra, myślałam, że nie możemy. Zaraz w wodzie to w ogóle nie możemy. Wow!
Death.
To jest okropne.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Nie wiem, czy to ma jakikolwiek sens, ale chyba ma. O.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Blisko było.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
Idź stąd.
Nothing this way but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting closer. Oh, closed tight. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
No nie wierzę. No gdzie ty idziesz? Won! Won mi stąd!
Now's my chance.
O.
That's the
Dotarliśmy
way
gdzieś.
forward.
Dobra, no, nie mogę się ruszać. O, dawaj, 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 dawaj. Łe! Tajemnicza peleryna.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Ależ to, czemu w tej grze nie ma czegoś takiego, tylko jakieś eliksiry albo jakieś zaklęcia? Czemu nie możemy sobie nałożyć po prostu peleryny niewidki?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
Scena się zmienia.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Różdżka.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
No to chyba będziemy się bić.
I've never felt such power.
O. O, mam tylko te zaklęcia.
Revelio.
Ciekawe. Wpada coś z nich? No, chyba nie. Fajna jest ta misja. Oho, oho. Jeszcze? Au, 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 au. Mamy to. Czy jeszcze? Jeszcze coś? Co się dzieje? Było, mamy to. Ciśniemy sobie dalej. Wybaczcie.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Podnieśliśmy jakiś kamień. Co ten kamień? Mamy go w ręce. No i co? To już jest koniec?
Pass through the mourners ahead.
Dobrze.
Nothing is what it
Dobrze. Gdzie idziemy?
Dear sweet me.
May her memory be
Yay.
a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light
Genialnie
without
zrobione,
shadow,
moi
as there is
drodzy.
no shadow without
Piękna
light.
sprawa.
Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
No jest potężnie, a ta typiara jest nieobliczalna i chora na głowę. Wow, wszystko przez jedną typiarę. Nie wierzę w to. Masakra jakaś. Ale próba była naprawdę fajna. No dalej, wczytuj się szybciej, ekraniku. No, coś się zacięło? Nie, chyba nie. O! Aha! Dobra, wracamy do komnaty w takim razie. Czeka nas rozmowa.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Ej, spoko, naprawdę spoko to było. Będziemy kończyć, moi kochani. Ja wam bardzo dziękuję, że byliście. Zostawiajcie oczywiście łapki w górę, zostawiajcie subki, jeżeli jesteście tutaj nowi na tym kanale. Trzymajcie się, cześć i do literka. Bye!